Hey guys, I'm Sdanwolf. Welcome back to the channel. It is time for another Wilderness Springs update. I have really started fleshing out the front of the theme park now. I went ahead and got rid of the security thing and kind of like my little ticket booth that I had set up, just because I had it set up kind of weird and I didn't think it looked right. So I think maybe, eventually we'll find something, for security and maybe a ticket booth. But for now, I kind of wanted to just get in here and get started. And so some of the logistical stuff, I even kind of left the parking lot a little short right now, just because I was so excited to get in and start on the actual theme park, and I didn't want to kind of get myself bored of the project, like, hyper fixating on the parking, which, I didn't typically do. It ended up working out really good with the water park section, and that was fun, and that kind of took attention off of the water park build for a little bit. And I think it's important to kind of jump around a little on these builds, just because, you can get burnt out, in one area. And that's what's so cool about just kind of jumping out to your parking lot, jumping back into the theme park. Just, don't let yourself get to the point where you're so aggravated with an area that you just stop playing completely. And I think that's how I was getting a little bit with this, with the parking lot area. And I had a lot more done to this. And I'm like, you know what? These people, like, that you all don't care about the parking lot as much as the actual theme park. So then I kind of turned my attention over to the theme park, and I've just been having an absolute ball. I brought in some of Mufuti's Main Street facades, which are absolutely incredible. If you know Mufuti from Planet Coaster 1, he had was known for his insanely awesome Star Wars designs and regular designs too. Well, he has went in and has already given us a really awesome set of, I think he has 3 or 4 pieces on there of just Main Street facades, little shops. And if you know anything about Mufuti, he is going to absolutely go insane when he has enough time with this, even more gorgeous than what that looks like. This was a freehand by me. We've got the little Palace Theater on Show Street, like a little bit of a nod to Dollywood's Show Street Palace Theater. A lot of people were saying they really wish we had theaters. Hopefully those will be coming. And then I thought it would be cool out here just to kind of this little bit of wide open entrance space where everybody is coming in to kind of decide which way they want to go. I built a little stage out here, and I built this little thing, like some little planters with wheels like you'd see at theme parks, like when they have to hide little areas. The barriers, they're still not working. My little people, when they get off the tram line, they are coming down the ramp and they're kind of walking through that planter, and then they're kind of going through the rock and the stage over here. So hopefully they will get those barriers working soon, because I always like it when the flow looks natural and they're kind of not all clipping through stuff. But yeah, they are getting off the monorail. If I catch it coming through here while we're in here, I'll stop and let you see. But guests are riding the monorail from the resort over to the park, and they're in street clothes. Like at the beginning, when I first opened the park, I had some issues of guests coming over here and getting off the monorail in their swimming trunks, like in their bathing suits. And sometimes I'll get a long line of people that come all the way from the water park, and they walk through the entrance over here, over into the theme park. So that's a little bit of an issue I'll have to work out. But the biggest thing is there just went the monorail. They are riding the monorail over here. So that is, I think, very cool. That leads me to believe when we get the actual bus line set up from the water park over here to the front entrance, I think they'll definitely they'll be riding it. And so you can see they are, I don't know if anybody's riding it from the theme park though. Yeah, look like nobody's really coming back over to the resort, but they are definitely, they're coming in over here and boarding it and making their way over to the theme park. The only other thing too that I've noticed is now that I have both parks open, the water park guests have very severely slimmed down, and that may be my part. I might have to kind of look at this and figure out how many entrances I have. I don't know if they're kind of getting off the bus and going right into the water park and looking for a way to like get to the theme park, because see, some of them aren't even changing. They're staying in their street clothes, and it's like they're making their way right back to the monorail to go over to the theme park. So there's not really a bunch of people swimming now. But you know, we've got tons of people over here like waiting to get on this ride. Like you can see the massive queue, which is really, really cool. I thought Oakwood's Steakhouse just capped off this end awesome over here. This is Oakwood's Silver Spur Steakhouse, and I'll load I'll post the creator codes down below. That mixed in with some of Jur's like Western style builds, I just think it captures that rustic Dollywood vibe just perfect. Over here, this will eventually be Rivertown Junction. We'll do like I wanted to do like maybe a big, like once we get out this way, like towards the river, do like a big wooden coaster out here, like a Thunderhead style coaster. And you know, the water park, very, very heavily Viking themed. I thought over here with the theme park, like we could just do it Dollywood style. Like, you know, I think I would have been a little too constricted with the Viking style and trying to do that in a whole theme park. So that's why with the theme park area, we have kind of pivoted a little bit. Think of this as like a regional family, just Dollywood type park. And this is probably where I'm gonna let you guys down, because I absolutely suck at coaster building, and I'm trying to do like a Fire Chaser Express type build here, and this is the closest type of coaster, like, you know, track wise that I could find. You know, we're really gonna need that Gerstlauer family coaster that they put out if I really want to do like a believable Fire Chaser Express, because right now it's just like I said, I've got to work in it in some places. It's really, really too fast in some places and a little too slow in other places. So don't hold it against me. Like I said, from the original Planet Coaster, my coaster skills have always sucked. But you know, I can theme it. I think I can limp it by and, you know, make it look okay. But yeah, that is the park's first coaster. You know, just really happy with how the whole front area is working out. We've got the train in here. You know, it kind of dead ends right there because I don't know if I'm going to just have it hug the tree line and go around the park and over by the river and kind of loop back around over here. But for right now, it's really kind of captured like what I wanted it to capture, as far as, you know, carving its way through the middle of the park, and each side, you know, you look at, there's just something going on. Like, it's just so cool that there's just so much kinetic energy going on right now. Things are finally just, you know, they're popping off everywhere now. We're starting to get more rides. We've got a coaster that I'll be opening up to the guests soon, and that'll probably bring more in out that way. Probably be a while before I open the train, because like I said, we don't know what all we'll get into back there. I know some of us were worried. I love this shot right here, like when you're down here, like maybe getting you a lemonade and the train comes over. That is just killer. They did such a good job on that train this go around. But anyways, if we keep the coasters and the style that I'm going for right now, I know some people might think this is a little kind of cramped and compact, but you got to figure like this is the space we have to work with. So I kind of have to be a little mindful about the layouts, but even for being a small little family coaster, this still kind of takes up a decent sized little chunk of the park, but not enough to where I'm worried like, oh man, this park's only gonna have like 3 rides. Looking like this is a lot smaller than what we had judged. I think, because like I said, we can come all the way out here to the edge of the water. So there's our park line, and even this little thing this little peninsula jets out way over here. We've still got plenty of room now. I tell you what, I feel a lot better about this now than I did 4 days ago, probably even 2 days ago. Now that we've got the first ride in and that first little main area, now I think we have plenty of room. I don't think we're gonna have to encroach. Remember at first we thought, what if we have to come over here and start breaking in behind Willow Grove? I don't think we're gonna have to do that now. I think we're gonna have plenty enough space. I was just a little nervous, a few days ago until I really got in here and decided to stick with the plan and just kind of move the theme park out this way and let it just organically kind of fan up towards the Strip and Willow Grove. I think it's gonna be fine. Definitely at some point want to get like a haunted, like maybe do some kind of haunted dark ride, some kind of cabin in the woods, a haunted ranch mansion thing. I think that would be really, really cool. But yeah, just a big shout out to all the creators that put their stuff on the workshop, like Jur and Oakwood, for this incredible steakhouse. I think it just caps off that area perfectly. I've got Plastic Swans. She put a little coffee cart on here. I think that looks awesome. People would definitely be coming through, grabbing their coffee. May put another one. Probably need another one of her coffee things, like right here at the entrance. Because when people come in, like probably the first thing they do after they go to the bathroom is start looking for coffee, looking for drinks. We would have the live entertainment right here. We would have the music going. I've got my little popcorn cart. Like I said, the resort guests hopping off and coming down into the park over there. So many plans for this, guys. We are just, it's so fun that this is just such an early stage. And like I told you in the last video, it's so weird that all of this is still over here. It's like we still and it's just behind me. It's like, you're just building a theme park, but all of the water park stuff is still over here and the resort. And it's just, it was just crazy to do this on one map. I probably should have split it up into 2 because, just think of what kind of water park we could have done if we would have continued out this way and just did one massive water park instead of trying to split it up into 2 different entertainment properties. But I still think it is what it is. We're having fun. That's all we can ask. And I just it was just so cool to tackle this so early on. And the weird thing is, this might have set a little weird benchmark for myself, that this is what is like most enjoyable to me, is thinking of the large stories and doing these type of interconnected resort type stories. Like, who knows? Like, could you imagine 6 months from now what we're going to be doing or what kind of resort we'll have? Maybe Wilderness Springs could have a sister property one day, in another map, and we can throw in some little Easter eggs and, who knows, it's just so early on into this. One of you guys suggested I do a little larger sign out front where people could take pictures with the monorail going by. So I did just put this lettering up, and like, if any of the resort guests are walking by, they can stop right here and take a picture, or if you're, kind of making your way into the park here and maybe traffic is kind of backed up going in, you've got some good shots. But man, what a freaking fun project. The only downside to this that I see is we had to leave the console players behind, a few updates ago, just because it just got to the point where it was too many pieces, and it's not gonna let them keep up with that meter that they have to put in, on the Xbox and the PS5. So, I know that they, a lot of them are still telling me, they're coming here and enjoying this, but, through video form, but a lot of them miss not being able to actually come into the park and see the last little update. But, that's kind of how these games go. These games are really, they're more geared towards PC play. But it does stink that there is that limitation with the consoles. But I know my buddy Yan and all them, they're playing on console, still doing incredible things. I don't even know how they do it with just a controller, but nonetheless, we're still rolling with this, and I know that I still have a lot of console support out there. Those guys that they understand just kind of the nature of the beast here. But yeah, I just wanted to jump in. This has been my weekend progress. So if you're new, if you're just catching on, if the algorithm just sent you my way, this is Wilderness Springs. It's like an all-encompassing water park, theme park resort. You've got the main lodge right here in the middle of the resort. This is the Great Falls Lodge. This is, the kind of like the mothership, the home base of all the activities. And over here, this is kind of like a more private event venue. This is Willow Grove across the street, where you can have weddings and corporate events. And there's a little bit of a smaller, more private hotel over here called the Grove Inn. And you saw me swoop down over here just a little bit ago. This is your little wedding venue over here. And then when you make your way down the strip, we've got some regular businesses. You've got a little Waffle House here. You've got a drive-in coffee. You've got a Weigel's gas station. You've got bumper cars out here on the strip. This is our walkover. So if you're walking from the resort down this sidewalk, you can cross over the highway safely here via the stairs or elevator. We brought in my Disneyland Haunted Mansion facade and made it like a Museum of the Weird, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge style, like Ripley's Believe It or Not type of vibe. Moving a little further down, you've got the pirate dinner. So, I imagine there'd be a big ship in there and cannons going off and pirates flying through on ropes. And then down here, as far as we made it, before it turns into theme park property, we've got Pal's, which is an East Tennessee, staple. It's like a little fast food restaurant where it's all drive-through, and you can grab your burger and shake before heading over into the park. And this is our little entrance area where people should not be walking, but they try to make their way back to the water park. And so this is your big entrance way, and this is where you'd come in for parking. And then you make your way over here to your little main entrance of Wilderness Springs, the theme park proper area. And you are greeted right when you come in by the Palace Theater and just this really, really big open kind of like promenade here, And I think everything's just working out really, really fun over here. And this little guy is very, very popular. And of course, too, when I start getting more flat rides and things open, this will thin out. But this is the only thing that's open right now, besides some little vending machines down here by Jer's merchandise store and my little ice cream shop. Opened up a little Gelato Bros. And then, you know, this is a little, kind of like a little side path over here. And I thought that was cool too, like the little side path, if you wanted to come down this way and kind of skip out on the larger crowds that would be, you know, queuing up over here to take pictures in front of the Palace Theater and all that. There's all kinds of little different ways you can go. Stop by Oakwood's Silver Spur Steakhouse and grab you some lunch. I figured this place would be on and popping come lunchtime. You would definitely, I'd say, have to get you a reservation set up. And then, yeah, kind of make your way towards Fire Chaser. We'll get you, before we go, I got to get you one more shot of this before we go. Oh, there we go. Fire Chaser Express launch over there. This is just like my favorite shot of the whole park. That is just such an awesome shot. But yeah, guys, you will have to let me know, what do you think about the start of Wilderness Springs? I suspect next time you guys join me, probably early next week, I may even have a wooden coaster over here. You guys are seeing this in real time. This is 10:41 on December 1st. So I'm not filming these like way in advance. I'm pretty much like, I built on this all weekend, basically from Friday to last night at about 10:40. So I pretty much film it, edit it, post it, and then I'm back in and I start playing. So I don't have it's not like what you see, you know, on December 3rd is already ready and I'm just showing you an older version. I've never liked building or creating content like that. I just really go on the fly. So whatever you guys end up seeing probably on Tuesday or Wednesday, that is Sunday's work, Monday night work, and then Tuesday morning, you'll probably get another update. I doubt it'll be as big as this one, because with Thanksgiving and everything, I got off work early on Friday, and I was home a lot earlier than I normally am on Fridays. And my mom was here seeing Emma, so I kind of took that as a little cheeky moment to say, hey, if you got her, I'm gonna go downstairs and, quote, get some work done. And my mom's like, oh yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna be here for a while. Me and her's just playing. Go ahead. So I snuck downstairs and I played for a while on Friday, getting a lot of this done. So like I said, just kind of temper your expectations a little bit. I would say Tuesday's update is gonna be a little smaller. But yeah, guys, anyways, thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me. I'm Sdanwolf, and I'll catch you in the next video.